Hi everyone, and welcome to today's Explainer. Look, if you've been anywhere near social media lately, you already know the internet has basically turned into an absolute battlefield for R&B and hip-hop stars. Seriously, we are witnessing some of the most intense, rapid-fire debates about these artists that we have seen in a really, really long time.
So why did the internet suddenly turn on R&B's biggest stars this week? It's kind of a fascinating phenomenon. Seemingly overnight, audiences have become demanding, deeply divided, and just incredibly reactive. It's like 1 minute an artist is universally celebrated, and the very next minute, they're fighting for their reputation.
And all of them are like abusers. You certainly wouldn't find like a Chris Brown song. Hi.
Okay, let's dive into this. We're going to walk through a roadmap of 3 main case studies today to understand what these controversies say about modern audiences. First up, Victoria Monet's post-Grammy backlash. Then we'll dig into Chris Brown's war with Pitchfork. After that, we're looking at the whole clone debate surrounding Trim. And finally, we'll wrap up with the modern fandom verdict.
Now, you probably know Victoria Monet wasn't an overnight success. Not at all. This is the ultimate underdog story. She spent over 15 years grinding behind the scenes, writing absolutely massive hits for artists like Ariana Grande. Then finally, in 2020, she had her solo breakthrough with the Jaguar album, and that culminated in a highly deserved Grammy win in 2024. For years, the internet championed her. They wanted her to get more shine. But almost immediately after she actually won that Grammy, things took a drastic shift into some seriously harsh internet backlash.
And after the Grammy win, the way that people celebrate you as an underdog and the moment you win switch is really alarming. And
now, what's really interesting here is just how specific the critiques got. People completely tore apart her recent live performance of the song Let Me. Commenters were throwing out lip-syncing accusations, criticizing her light vocal placement, and complaining that the heavy theatrics and intense choreography were just masking a mid-vocal performance, which is wild considering her history as a great live performer. And then there was the whole Tina Knowles hair wash conspiracy. Yes, an actual, genuine internet theory claiming that after Beyoncé's mom washed Victoria's hair for a hair care promo, her career energy literally shifted. I mean, it really highlights how fast fans will latch onto anything to tear an artist down. Victoria actually spoke out about this painful reality. She said, "The moment you win, the switch is really alarming." And wow, doesn't that just hit the nail on the head? It perfectly captures the harsh nature of modern support. Fans absolutely love rooting for the underdog, but there's this weird psychological switch that flips when the artist actually reaches the top. It's almost like some consumers only enjoy the struggle, not the actual success. 1.3. Yeah, you heard that right. That is the absolutely brutal rating out of 10 that the major music publication Pitchfork gave Chris Brown's new album. And if you think the critics were harsh, the readers went even lower, hitting it with a staggering 1.1 out of 10. Just to emphasize how severe this review was, Pitchfork literally referred to the project as a real piece of on their social media, calling the album completely soulless. As you can imagine, this sent the internet into an absolute frenzy. But Chris Brown? Oh, he did not take this quietly, directly contrasting those critics. He had an immediate, highly aggressive retaliation. Taking to his Instagram story, he rallied Team Breezy with an expletively laden defense, telling them, "We kicking their ass. I'ma keep my foot on their neck and we ain't stopping." He made it crystal clear he does not care about the critics and is just focusing on his tour and his loyal fans.
We kicking their ass, goddammit. We ain't letting up. I'ma keep my foot on their neck and we ain't stopping. You hear me?
On the left side, you've got Team Breezy, who viewed this 1.3 rating as pure media bias, basically a targeted industry takedown to embarrass him. They point straight to the numbers, a projected 70,000 first-week sales, a Billboard Top 5 debut, and major support from peers like Tank. But on the right side, critics argue that society is way too willing to forgive violent men if they can just drop a catchy club hit. Plus, they point out a genuine lack of musical growth and totally redundant subject matter across his really long albums. And right in the middle of all this chaos, pop star Zara Larsson somehow gets dragged directly into the crossfire. Fans resurfaced an old Cosmopolitan interview where she was asked whose music she wouldn't play. Her answer? "There are so many artists I have blocked on Spotify, and all of them are like abusers. You certainly wouldn't find like a Chris Brown song."
And all of them are like abusers. You certainly wouldn't find like a Chris Brown song. Hi. And
This
all
clip
of them are
spread like wildfire all over again, proving that the societal critique of Brown's past is still very, very active. Well, Chris Brown saw that, and he definitely didn't let it slide. He fired back, explicitly telling his haters online, go listen to Fleb Zara Larsson or somebody. Zara then reportedly responded through her social channels that she didn't care, claiming nobody was listening to him anyway. It's just the perfect example of how fast music criticism escalates into deeply personal internet warfare. Because Trim's rise has been incredibly, and some say suspiciously, rapid. She only started rapping at age 18. Almost immediately, she scores these massive viral hits like Boat and Coconut Water. By step 3, she's only 19 years old and already performing at major festivals like Rolling Loud. Naturally, this explosive trajectory has sparked huge internet rumors that she's an industry plant engineered by labels. So this sparks a really fierce debate: inspiration versus imitation. On one hand, you look at her early freestyles, and they show this raw hunger, intense drive, and genuine talent. But on the flip side, the imitation is glaring. Critics are pointing out that she's heavily copying Nicki Minaj. I mean, down to the mannerisms, the specific voice inflections, and following that exact pink print career blueprint. We all know the music industry loves pushing new talent to replace the old, but relying this heavily on what people are calling Nicki Minaj cosplay might actually really hurt Trim's longevity. And look, this strategy is already causing real-world friction. Fans widely reported that Nicki Minaj herself actually started unfollowing and blocking her own fan accounts just for promoting Trim. Clearly, Nicki is outright rejecting this attempt to usher in her replacement. It's safe to say, imitation in the rap game is rarely taken as a compliment.
I started rapping when I was 18. I didn't grow up rapping or nothing. I was like, I just need to find a purpose, you know?
When we zoom out and really look at all of this, it's like modern fandom is split into 3 main camps. Roughly a third is just fickle. We turn on beloved underdogs like Victoria Monet the absolute second they actually succeed. Another third is deeply divided. We are locked in these endless wars over accountability versus artistry, like we saw with Chris Brown. And the final piece? We are fiercely demanding. We want constant new content, but we are brutally critical about originality, just like with Trim.
So, what does this all mean? Where do you draw the line as a consumer of music and pop culture? Do you separate the art from the artist? Do you expect absolute perfection from live performers? And do you value pure originality over a catchy, familiar sound? Seriously, thank you so much for joining me for this explainer today. I really hope this deep dive leaves you pondering your own role in the modern stan culture machine. Until next time, keep asking questions.